Hey everybody, I just want to continue this as a live. Earlier, what I was doing was I was dissembling a little armoire that was my sister-in-law's. And the story behind that is that I wanted to create something for you. I'm a widow. My husband passed away almost 4 years ago. And my sister-in-law was so amazing in that she invited my son and I to come live with her after we lost our home. So, what we did was we helped to take care of her husband, who was dying, and my mother in law, her mom, who was also dying of dementia. And over the past 8 months, actually, all three of them have died. And now my son and I are in her apartment, and I'm just wanting to make some changes and get rid of the sad energy because there's been a lot of grief and a lot of sadness. So I will upload the video so that you can see me break down the armoire. But this right now is the closet that my sister in law's name was Lourdes, that used to be hers. So let's see, where did I leave off? All right, I took the door off here, and the door is here against the wall. And so now I'm going to work on first removing, I'm going to pop this off first. Easy peasy. Pop this off. The changes are going to go pretty quick because, as I showed you in the last one, once you have something, I told you, once you have something that is so unstable, it's basically going to fall apart. So I'm going to try and hook up my phone so you could also see that too. In the previous video that I'll show you, one of these of mine, it's a Texlar 48-inch selfie stick. The phone holder right here broke. And I called the company and I said, hey, I need you to replace this because I'm going to do an Amazon review and let people know that it's not that great. But anyway, here we go. I am a member of a Facebook group with a lot of widows in it. And many of the women are in the initial stages of grief where they are so desperately in pain, and they are sad, and they are angry, and they are feeling completely overwhelmed by their loss. And I felt that way for a long time. But I had a rude awakening because soon after my husband passed away, I lost my home. Then I lost my car. I lost most of my possessions. And if it weren't for the kindness and the love of family, my daughter, my sister-in-law, my stepdaughter, my mother-in-law, if it weren't for all of those people, we would have been homeless. So right now, I am grieving the loss of my sister-in-law, who just passed away just 2 months after my mother-in-law passed away, after mommy, M-A-M-I, after mommy passed away. It was at a point where my sister-in-law had taken care of her as her caregiver for nearly 20 years. seen her through the thickest possible, most difficult times: breast cancer, Alzheimer's, dementia, and she stuck with her all along. And at some point during that time, her husband, who was a veteran, a Marine veteran, um, he was diagnosed, he had had a stroke, and that led to the understanding that he also had heart failure. And so it's been a very, very sad situation. My sister-in-law, after Julio, her husband, passed away, we were both widows. And so what I'm doing right now in preserving my sister-in-law Lourdes's memory is clearing out the things that are not deserving of her memory. And there's so much stuff that I had given away. And I mentioned on the previous video that I looked for several different places where I could donate. And it's very difficult in New York City. It's not as easy as it used to be when I lived in upstate New York. So what I'm doing right now is I've gotten clear of a lot of the things that she had, the beautiful clothes that she had stuffed in closets and beautiful shoes that she never wore. And it's just really sad. So right now, I'm going to remove this. And as I mentioned, taking care of my mother-in-law created a lot of pain in my hands and arthritis. So it's been really difficult. But I'm doing the best that I can. And my son is here to help as well. So back to this, okay? All right, let me take this off so I can move around more easily. All right, so this is pretty unstable. And let's see. Come down so you could see a little more. I'm going to remove this shelf. I'm going to remove this shelf. Okay, be right back. Hi there. I just want to thank you so much for joining me. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't expect. I thought this center area was actually holding it, but it's not. That's fun, huh? Hold on. Oh, you know what? I think I remember probably what this is it's screwed in from the bottom, which would make this a really difficult live because I don't have the space to manage that right now. So let's see, is there another way I could do this without repositioning and stopping again? Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm not keeping this, so breaking it is not a problem. Ooh. Let's see. I think that, yeah, I know that if I take the backing off, as I did the other one, so much of it is going to collapse. Oh, yeah. Let's do this with a hammer and tap it. Okay. Now, let me pull that out of the way and explore it a little more. I'm pretty sure that that is stabilized across the middle of the bottom. Shucks. Well, here's the thing. We just have to do our best. Wait. Let me explore this a little bit more back here. Hi there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Damn. No. No. And no. Ooh. Don't you just love no? Come on, bend and break. The swaying works so well with the armoire. It's not working here. Let me try it again. Good. Got the centerpiece out. Oh my God. Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do it. Because you can. And there's always more than one way to do something. Oh, okay. Now, oh, hold on. Oh, I am feeling my arthritis talking to me now. Okay, here we go. This should be ready to go now. Not really. Fold this in half. Oh, in thirds. I'm thinking. Yep. So being a member of a widows group and also having several friends who are widows, I have gotten to see what it's like and many of the challenges that widows face. They have helped me to get through them. One of the biggest challenges that widows face is that so many of their loved ones and friends are just going to disappear. And I don't know if you've ever had the experience where a friend of yours was going through something that was so difficult and so horrific, but you just didn't have the bandwidth. You just couldn't handle it. It was too much for you. So you just disappeared. Well, I did that. When a dear friend of mine was diagnosed with MS, I didn't know what to do. So I did nothing. And I feel terrible about that. But now I can understand how people disappear when you become a widow, because they're like, well, aren't you okay yet? Don't you want to start seeing, a guy? Can I set you up dating? Ugh, no way. Let me figure out my life first. So, okay, it's coming. This is called the sway technique. Oh my gosh. Push it to the breaking point and see what happens. Let's try the other side. Maybe it has more. Ouch. Let's not do that. Hey. Right now, I'm trying to separate this shelf. And I'm having a really tough time with it. So. Oh, shoot. Let me go as far as I can go with this. And it will probably snap. Ow. Really? Okay, well, I should have looked in the beginning. This is anchored by, looks like an Allen wrench, and I don't think I have one that small. Hey guys. Let me see. It's so nice to have you here. Oh. Aha. I think what I can do is just separate it at the weakest point. No. Come on, come on. I don't have such a small Allen wrench. Okay, let's try it the other way. Wow. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's not do that. Ugh. But I did get what I wanted accomplished. Wow. Okay. I keep losing this. Let's do this again. Okay. Let's plug this back in. Right. Let's plug the light back in. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh man, I really don't want to be making so much noise. Try this. There we go. There we go. Let me remove the screws so it won't scrape the floor. Okay, perfect. No screws. Fabulous. Come back, broom. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you, broom. Okay. Let's get the base. Hi! Just assembling a closet. Oh. Okay. The braces. trace. Okay. Wow. Oh, so it's down. Now all that's left to do is clean up the area, and I'm good. It immediately changed the energy from the sadness and the depressed way of feeling, missing Lourdes and grieving her, and realizing that there's a new beginning right around the corner. If you saw the gold shoes that I showed you earlier on the previous video, um, it's a much better way when you keep something that makes you feel good and gives you wonderful memories of the person who you lost, your lost loved one. It's such a big difference keeping a tiny little size 6 pair of her beautiful gold dancing shoes as opposed to keeping her closet that was broken and it wasn't working and it wasn't functional and it was all tilted. And she was a person who everything had to be just so. And I know that she would have actually gone out of her mind seeing it as it was. So that's why I wanted to clear that energy. And I feel good about that. So think about what you can do to honor the memory of your lost of your lost loved one and still at the same time clear the space so the energy doesn't continue to bring you down. And if it's something that you feel in any way conflicted about, then you definitely don't want to throw it away. Store it somewhere else. Store it in another place in the house or find a storage facility. Ask a friend or family member to store it, but don't trash something that you are not willing to let go of. But the things that you are, clear them out.